Welcome to your weekly video tarot forecast, Cancer. This is going to be for the week of May the 6th through the 12th. So we are going to go Monday through Sunday. I will be pulling one card for each day as we go through the week. And then at the end, I'm going to look at our best manifestation advice for the week. Okay, so let's see what comes up for Cancers. You guys do have a lot on your plate this week. My cards are telling me a little bit about that by their behavior. And let's pull the last three for best manifestation advice. What do we have? All right, so starting with Monday, what do we have showing up? We start off with the 8 of Spirals. This is going to be a lot of communication going in, coming out, really quick communication. It may even take a little bit of extra just to make sure that you can stay on top of everything that's happening. Tuesday, we have a really nice card showing up, Wheel of Fortune. This talks about things sort of falling into place in a really good way. This also would talk about that this is a good day to ask for a favor or to ask for a blessing of some kind, a raise, a promotion. You know, I want to take a half a day, Friday, whatever it might happen to be. This is a good time to ask for something. You have people's favor today. Now, on Wednesday, we do have Bella Rosa showing up here. Bella Rosa talks about the idea of some kind of fear, obsession, or addiction that we are facing during the day. And we need to be really careful when this card shows up that we don't let whatever this is get the best of us, okay? So try to have a backup plan, you know, sort of dissect. Why is it that I'm thinking this? Why is it that I want to do this? You know, is there something that might actually be more healthy and better, a better perspective for me to think about this, or a better way to handle things in my life? We want to try to logic that thing into nothingness, especially if it's a fear, but really either fear, obsession, addiction, either one of those. Now let's look at Thursday. We do have the 4 of Stones showing up. This just tells me on Thursday you're going to be stashing something back for the future, putting something in savings. That can be money. I've also seen people stash other things back for the future as well, so it does not have to be money. Now, on Friday, you guys have the Ace of Spirals. The Ace of Spirals just tells me that you have a fantastic idea that makes you feel all jazzed up and revving and ready to go. Okay, so very cool. Now, let's look at the weekend. And a lot of times the weekend days kind of meld together a little bit for me, so we're going to look at them that way. 10 of Swords showing up for Saturday. And then Sunday, we have Gaia showing up in reverse. So, with that 10 of Swords, I'm really happy to see that showing up Saturday. It talks about this idea that there's been some sort of long-term conflict or debate that is now coming to an end. It's always a relief when this happens, because even if it doesn't end the way you want it to, you don't have to put energy or effort towards it anymore. And you're just you're done with it. You're over it by the time it shows up. Now, with this Empress or Gaia showing up in reverse on Sunday, this tells me that even though this long-term conflict or debate, aggravation, whatever it was, even though that is ended, we see that you're not feeling very optimistic about what comes next. And you're actually manifesting in exactly the opposite of what you want by worrying about the next thing. So if you want to manifest those things that you really want rather than those things that you're afraid of or those things that you're worried about, you're going to have to find a way to turn those thoughts around and start thinking about the good side, the thing that you really want. My favorite trick for this is if I catch myself worrying about something, I know I don't want to manifest that thing. You don't really want to fight that thought, because that just makes the energy bigger and it makes it come into you faster. So I like to just acknowledge that thought. Yes, you know, things could work out that way, whatever that way might be. And then I say, but wouldn't it be great if? 6 magic words. But wouldn't it be great if? It really just kind of opens us up. And then after if, You just say whatever it is would be the ideal way for this to turn out. Maybe, for example, maybe you applied for a job and you haven't heard back yet. And so you're getting these little worried feelings or little worried thoughts of, well, maybe they didn't really like me, or maybe there was a better candidate, or, maybe they had a favorite, maybe they've got some nepotism, whatever might happen to be rolling around in your brain about it. Then whenever you have that thought, like say, maybe they have some nepotism in the company and I'm just, not that person. Then you say, well, there could be nepotism in the company. Probably we have no evidence of that. Even if we do, we still say, either way, that could be true. However, what if, or actually, however, wouldn't it be great if, or but, wouldn't it be great if I got a call on Monday and I heard about that job and they offered it to me, and actually they said that they made a mistake when they told me how much it paid. It actually pays twice that much. Wouldn't that be great? So really, like, write the end of the story the way you want it to end. After you say, but wouldn't it be great if, and then end that the way you want it to. You don't even have to believe it. You just have to say, wouldn't it be great if, and allow yourself to feel like if that really did happen. You don't have to tell yourself you're not giving yourself a fantasy, or you're giving yourself a fantasy. All you have to do is just open up to the idea of what that might feel like, whether it's a possibility or not. And you'd be amazed how much that really opens us up to good things happening. Maybe not exactly what you're saying, but a lot of times I've seen it do exactly what we're saying, even when it seems really far-fetched when we first said, but wouldn't it be great if? So that's the advice there that shows up on Sunday or on the weekend. If you've got something that you're worried about, that you're thinking about, and you're thinking about what you don't want more than you're thinking about what you do want, when you catch yourself having those worried little thoughts, yeah, maybe it might be that way, but wouldn't it be great if? That's your magic phrase right there. Now, let's move on to best manifesting advice for the week, although I feel like I've already given you a really good tip there. Let's see what Spirit brings up. First of all, we've got the Two of Stones showing up, and that is followed by the King of Mirrors in reverse, and this is followed by the Three of Stones. So this is interesting how this shows up, because the Two of Stones and the Three of Stones with that King of Mirrors in reverse talks about this idea that you've got a lot on your plate. You've got a lot that you're trying to keep it all rolling. And you actually have some interference in your success from somebody who's feeling kind of grumpy and maybe even angry. And then with this Three of Stones ending up, this says, turn this grumpy person into your ally. Get them to help you somehow. This is collaboration. So it looks to me like the advice really is saying, whoever this grumpy person is that doesn't want to help you with your success, and in fact may even be trying to set you back, if you can find a way to include them in the collaboration, then they quit being such a resistant monkey wrench in the cogs. They start to be somebody who is helping things move forward productively. But the trick is, talking them into being helpful, especially when you're coming at them at a time when they're feeling really grumpy. So that's going to take a little bit of finesse to be able to do that. You've got this, though. You guys are really good at that, Cancers. So anyway, that is your week. Thank you guys very much for being here. And if you're still here, please put a like on this video. Share it out to the world if you don't mind. And give me some feedback down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know who the grumpy person is. All that kind of good stuff is always interesting for me to read and think about later on, about how these cards are manifesting for my people out there. So anyway, thank you guys very much for being here. Peace.